and good evening, and welcome to another exciting show. And tonight, hang on a bit, I'll have a look in chat. Blimey, the old chat's starting up pretty quick. We've got Dan from Whom by Fire, who's from the marvellous coastal town of Essex, of Southend rather. So good evening, Dan.
Hello.
Hello, you still there?
Hello.
Hello. Yes, and what is Southend like today? The gateway to the east, the mystical east. Is it as romantic as people say it is?
It's a bit dark and miserable.
Oh.
No, that's
yes.
You, Dan.
Yes. I mean, is it is it really the Saint Tropez of the east? I'm taking the piss. Sorry.
I'd probably describe it as that.
Yeah. And of course, we've got Trevor John. Good evening, Trevor.
Good evening.
And I forgot to play the intro, didn't I? But we'll play that a little bit in the middle, at the top of the hour, shall we? Because we've got. I was going to have an intro and I forgot it. Right now, Dan, there's an echo. You say it's some of you. It's probably because someone's got speakers there, headphones. Is it very bad echo?
I can't hear an echo.
No, nor can I.
I just did hear one though.
Yeah. Is there any other sound around, Dan? Have you still got the echo?
Yes.
Patrick might be on the scene somewhere. Is the sound? He might be able to sort that out. Let's have a look. What could we do? Is it very bad?
Hang on, I've sorted it.
Oh, okay, right. Note from parents, please. Right now, let's let's have a look.
That sounds like I was on a tube, not a tube train, a train once, and they evacuated the whole train because there was a package.
Yeah.
And they thought it might be a bomb, and so we all had to get off, and then the railway workers were kind of dealing with it. And then there was this voice that went, "It's all right. He's just dropped it, and it didn't go off." So that was similarly technically proficient.
Well, the first person in chat tonight is Aunt Sally. So Aunt Sally, oh, hang on, where's she gone? Evening, folks. Aunt Sally gets the choice of a politician or celebrity of her choice for us to give a 2-finger or 1-finger salute to. So there we go. Lovely. And we got Matilda. Hello, what's happening here? We got Matilda. Hey. We got Envo. That's our transport minister. Transport minister says dark and miserable isn't that a Harlow's tourist information on tourist information? Yes. Mark Anthony, hello everybody. Even over embryo. Alice Gorgeous. I've got cherry brandy and I'm not afraid to use it. Really? Well, we've all got our problems. Have you been to the doctor about it? Has seen a professional? But anyway, now what we're going to talk about tonight is where has Dan gone?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
That's what we're going to wonder about.
Yeah.
Now,
it's a hot topic.
As the hot topic, and Aunt Sally has said, "You can choose for me, Eric Von Essex. I haven't kept up with what's going on in the news." And on social media for a few days. So shall we, three of us, Dan, Trevor, Dan and Trevor, you can have a choice of a celebrity or politician of your choice that we can stick a 2-finger salute up to. So any ideas?
Politician, mine's always Tony Blair. Oh, you're frozen.
Still there? Your daughter's always telling you sorry.
No, Tony Blair's my one. Yeah,
Tony Blair. Right,
yeah.
Tony Blair. So, Tony Blair, to Tony Blair if he's in America. So there we go. I feel a lot better now. I hope that was your choice, Dan, Tony Blair, you know. But yeah, he sort of speaks like this, doesn't he? It's all sort of, it sounds a bit like, I don't know, it sounds very effeminate and slightly, who is that bloke now? Crumbs. Used to have a dog called the Wonder Dog.
Oh, I know.
Julian Clary. He sounds like Julian Clary on acid, doesn't he? I mean, it's sort of slightly Julian Clary, but sort of like this, isn't it? You know. But anyway, we was going to talk about how
he used to be called Miranda, didn't he?
That's right.
That was his nickname. Yeah. That's
Isn't it cross-dressing?
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the only time I cross-dress is when I put two legs down one trouser leg. I get bloody angry then. But I don't know whether that'd be cross-dressing or whether it would be. But now, we're going to talk about how music, we can actually change things. And please tell me, I can spin it up on the old do-flop when you want, and we can play a very, very nice tune that should be the Fockham National Anthem.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about our dear and gracious leader at the moment.
Ah.
So when you want, I'll play it. Now, Dan, would you like me to play something from Whom by Fire?
He's got
obviously not. Sign language. Would you like me to?
It's all right.
That's okay.
Yes,
so, well, what would you? Well, yeah, as you are playing in the band, and I noticed there's two lovely females in the band, and as yourself as well. What particular record would you like me to play?
I think we'll go for Pulse.
Pulse.
Yes, please.
Right. Hang on a minute. I'll just look that up. Pulse. Where are we? So it's Whom by Fire. Have you got that on YouTube?
Yeah.
Right. I'll just have a look. See if we got. Yes, one product is given the what's it? Yeah. Let's have a look. What we got? Whom by Fire. Right. Now let's have a look. Pulse. Can't see it here. I've got The Truth Hurts. Dick. That's a good one. I can't find Pulse. Is he there somewhere, mate?
I'll send you a link.
If you could.
Yeah.
Right. I've got The Emperor's Clothes.
Here we go.
Yes. Right. Where's it going? Where's the link gone? Oh, here we go. Right, here we go. I just copy that. Copy. Sorry about this, folks. Talk about yourself. Go and make a cup of tea. If you want.
Started a conversation about Julian Clary of Fanny the Wonder Dog, didn't you?
That's right.
I used to see him down in Balham when he was quite young. Yeah, with Fanny the Wonder Dog. He started out down. Well, a lot of comedians started out down this place in Balham. It used to be an old courtroom.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bedford in Balham was a good place to go and watch comedy.
Really?
Often used to saw all of them down there. Yeah, Harry Enfield, Paul Whitehouse, Julian Clary when they were just starting out. Yeah, all the names that didn't say anything about COVID.
That's right. But what's happened is the studio, something technically wrong has gone with the studio. So if you could bear with me for a little while, I'm going to change feeds and go over to a different feed. So just bear with me just a few moments. We're going to go over to a different feed now, and hopefully it will work. There we are.
Oh, now that's good echo there.
Right, I got myself. That's it. Right, I think this feed will work a little bit better now. Yeah, that worked better. Right, because what happens? Something happens. It drops out and things like that. So in live chat, I've got. Unfortunately, I can't see anybody in live chat yet. So if someone could write something because it blots out the previous live chat. So first of all, Dan, how did you actually get into music? I think we asked you this before, but you formed a group, and how did you meet? Sort of. Oh, thanks, Trev. How did you sort of meet Trevor? First of all, I mean, was you at a gig and you was at the same place or whatever?
So I've been playing music all my life, but I think how Trevor and I got into contact was through. I think after all of the COVID stuff happened, we connected through playing at some of the freedom events, some of the protest movements,
Yeah.
and became friends / acquaintances.
Slash acquaintances. That's it.
Yeah,
You don't know how many slashes there.
yeah,
Well, to have an acquaintance. What, you met in the gents' toilets, did you?
Next to each other.
Yeah, we met in the gents' toilets. So, well, we won't go into that, but on to the next subject. But now, so it's, I imagine that. Now, do you actually go to foreign countries to do your gigs, such as Hertfordshire at all? Do you ever wander into Hertfordshire, or is it out bands? You know, have you got the right passports or anything? Get over the border at all, Dan?
Yeah. I think I've played in Hertfordshire before.
Really?
We played all over the country, really. I think even the Lake District, almost Scotland.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. And I actually think that your music, it's a little bit like Pink Floyd, isn't it? And I like Pink Floyd. Yeah, it's a bit sort of, hey. Is that you try and match, Pink? Is it similar? It is very similar.
I do like Pink Floyd a lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Trevor, I mean, what would you match yours to? I mean, there was a chap years ago. What was his name now? And he was it? She's a bloody funny nun. He was a northern geezer, and I can't remember his name. And he was around like he died quite young. I can't think of his name, but he used to put funny words to songs. But you've got a natural art for it, and I mean. I sometimes do the beginnings of things, but they're a bit rude. My words that I put to my songs, like for example, when you're in love with a beautiful woman, you wash your ass, things like that. But I mustn't say that on air because I might get booted. Oh shit, I just said it. And things like that. When you're in love with,
that was a beautiful moment.
Yes, it was, isn't it? Well, you wonder if you could sort of add to that when you're in love with a beautiful
With the actual
woman.
words, the actual words are quite funny. It goes, when you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard. And then the backing vocals go, it's very hard, it's really hard. So you don't really need to add anything more to that.
No, it's sort of it's funny when you have double meanings. It's like there was an ABBA tune, wasn't there, that sounds as if they sang "When I Met You Outside Tesco's." There's lots of ones like that, and lots where you think you can hear something, but it's not there. But I like to put, it is funny when you put funny words. Barron Knights, they used to put funny words to records, but I didn't think they were that good.
Yeah.
They were pathetic. Oh Christ! I thought they were a bit sort of. I think they're all dead now, aren't they? I mean, it must be about.
Well, it's really weird because I never liked protest songs at all. I mean, I was much more into doing kind of, coming from the heart. Also I didn't ever like comedy songs, and then I ended up writing a whole load of comedy protest songs because of what happened to us in the last 5 years. But that all started just because I was yelling stupid things through a megaphone. And I just made them into songs just to make people laugh on the marches.
Do you think, though, I sense this country is a very different place to 5 years ago? A very different place. The attitudes of people have changed. Is it me being a little bit hypersensitive? Am I just imagining it? Or has anybody else noticed this at all?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's felt very, very different since then. I think some people have tried to forget what happened, but I certainly can't forget what happened. And it's really opened my eyes to a lot of people's true natures. So yeah.
Yeah.
And Trevor, what's your view? Have you noticed something at all, a change?
Well, yeah, I think we had a honeymoon period, I think, in the but also it was naive to think that any of those protests were really going to change anything politically, and that were anything other than, anything that big is going to be controlled. So I think we've kind of woken up to the fact and become a bit wiser that it's all going to be controlled, really, and that anything we do has to be like, you have to do it yourself. It's up to you. If you
Spot
wanna
right
not-
on.
Yeah, if you want to not comply, that's up to you. But like, I was watching Mad Mix's channel, who we all know, and he was saying that you don't change anything by going around and shouting at empty buildings.
You're
But-
spot. You're
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, and actually,
Yeah.
I think as we were saying before we came on air, I always bore people with this, is that I do not believe in government. It's, what?
Oh no,
And
right.
because to me, it's Stone Age. Why do we
Yeah.
want a bunch of psychopaths that's supposed to represent us? And as I said, I got this on last night's show. These marvelous people with this excellent newspaper, I don't think, came through telling us all the marvelous things that they going to do. Why didn't the bleed? No, didn't they do them? And do you know something? There's one word that is missing out of, or one sentence that's missing out of this entire, I don't know what you call it, something you should hang in a small room and wipe your bum on. I've looked all the way through. You know what it is? Abolishing
Go on.
usury. Nothing about usury.
Ah,
Amazing,
that's
that,
a
isn't it?
surprise. Yeah,
What a surprise. Slap my thigh. But
they have
Do you-
been in before. They could have sorted it out then.
yes, all up
But it's
10,000 extra police on the streets. Police state. That's excellent, that, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you were
anyone
saying.
who really thinks that's going to change anything by voting in the other side again is just not on this planet, are they?
Well, I
Whatever
don't
this
say I
planet
don't vote. That's right. Was
No.
it cut your electricity bills by 20%? I think, what about something like free sex for every Conservative voter?
Yeah.
Come on, free sex, please. Hang on, I got the dog here. Put this perfume on your leg, please. And here we go. But anyway, sorry, I got a bit of a weird sense of humour there. But I mean, do people still fall for this? People still fall for it. It's
But they do it
unbelievable.
they do it in everything, don't they? They give you the two opposing sides
Yeah.
to everything, whether it's Brexit, Remain, Vax, non-Vax. They just always give you two opposing sides, so that then you can shout at each other instead of just like ignoring those idiots.
That's right. It's misdirection because let's face it, if they're that marvellous, we should be living in the land of what was promised to the First World War veterans, a land fit for heroes, full of milk and honey. And what did they return to in 1918? A worse poverty than what they left.
Yeah.
But this is the strange thing. You look at when the early talkies came along, you see these old boys all grasping their pals, and the politicians are saying exactly the same thing then as they're saying now. Exactly the same. All through the ages, they're saying the same thing. And my father used to save these leaflets, and I found one in the back of a drawer when I was sort of clearing stuff out. And this was from the early 80s, and it says exactly the same as this. We need more bobbies on the beat, it said.
Right.
Yeah.
That old chestnut.
Immigration, lack of housing. It's exactly the same stuff. But don't
Does
worry,
this-
this lady's going to do it. Something apparently. What's her name? Kimmy Crappy, or I don't know what her name is.
Kimmy.
I guess she's the leader, isn't she? Or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she's with
Does
another
it, does
geezer
it
there.
say when the aliens are coming? I want to know when they're coming.
That would be pretty good, wouldn't it? You know,
Yeah, they
Can't-
are due, aren't they? We've been waiting for them for ages.
I'm a bit fed up because we haven't had any aliens, have we, for a long time? You know, so. Ooh. And I've got a special camera that if I see a UFO, it takes a fuzzy picture, so you don't get it nice and clear. That's pretty good. You press a little button on it, it goes UFO, goes. and he makes it all sort of fuzzy, you know.
They use them for the Loch Ness Monster as well, I think.
As well, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So shall we
And
play?
Bigfoot.
Shall we have a little? Do you want a little break with? What do you fancy, Trev or Dan? What do you want first?
Should we have Trev's one first?
All right.
All right, then we have Trev's
I'll jump
ones
in.
first.
Yeah.
So I'm going to quickly. Hope this works.
Do you want me to get the toilet paper and comb?
Yeah, you might have to in a minute. Here we go, and I think we're on. Is it? Can you see that on the screen?
That's it. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, let's go then.
And now he is the leader of our land, manipulated by a hidden hand. And Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. He did what he was told to do back then, and that's how we got in number 10. Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. He did what he was told to do back then, and that's how we got to number 10. And trees are green, the sky is not, the sea is cold unless it's hot, and wheels aren't square because they're round. A silent fart don't make a sound. And elephants, they are not small. It's no good talking to a wall. He is not nice, he's more like pus. It's called the bleeding of the earth. That Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. He did what he was told to do back then, and that's how we got in number 10. Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. He did what he was told to do back then, and that's how we got to number 10. And 1 and 1 ain't 33. Director of the DPP, he's just a sock with eyes of glass, a hidden hand stuck up his arse. Oh, and Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. Keir Starmer protected Jimmy Savile. He did what he was told to do back then, and that's how we got number 10.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Dan.
And that was great, fantastic. That really was, Trev. And we've got a fan here. Says, Chris, where can I get this song and send it to many? Laugh out loud.
So you can go to my website.
Okay, and your website is
trevorjohnmusic.com.
trevorjohnmusic.com. So
Yeah.
there we go, Trevor John. Great song, fantastic, in my honest opinion. So
Someone put Alice put undertones of Mobius loop. Well, that's a very fine compliment. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mobius loop. We've got a song of the same name actually. Not My King. We both sing about our sausage fingers.
That's right. Yes, that we can do that on the outro if you want. So we do
Right.
sausage fingers.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
undertones, and what's coming up will be Whom by Fire as Wire. Is that some sort of prediction of what might happen to our dear and gracious leader if people get fed up with him, whom by fire, because he needs to be fired in a peaceful way, a get out type of way, not fired as of that sort of way, But really, I think that these sort of songs, I think we need to laugh more at these arseholes in power. We really do. We shouldn't take them seriously. And, when the police turn up because someone said something naughty on Facebook or whatever, we should have our own people outnumbering them and being very polite and saying, well, please go away. We don't want you here. Or why don't you join us because we outnumber you and we can have a people's court. It might be a good idea if you two change sides.
They're trying to get rid of people's courts, aren't they?
Yes, but we're going to have their own people's
trial
courts.
by jury, aren't they?
That's right. Well, how do you feel about that, trial by jury?
Jury. Well, it's better than not having it.
Yes, I agree with you.
It's quite interesting that I think trial by jury will still exist, but it's for prison sentences over 3 years. So that basically means all of the freedom of speech or the speech things that are seen as like hate speech crimes, they'll be the ones that don't get judged by juries. And you get these like activist judges, as we saw in the Joey Barton case that happened the other day.
Joey Barton, can you remind the listeners of anything including me? Because I don't watch the mainstream. You see, I'm out of touch with.
He's a footballer.
So Joey Barton's an ex-footballer. He's a bit. Yeah. He had a bit of a bad boy career, but he's recently come under fire for criticising people that he considered to be DUI hires, and there was one particular individual called I think she was called Inio Iluko, who's a female commentator who commentates on football, and she's absolutely terrible. And Joey Barton mentioned that he thought she was a DUI hire, and that was and that was one of the things he got charged with and sentenced. He got a suspended like prison sentence for saying that somebody was a DUI hire.
That sort of sounds like a bit of a psyop to me.
It does.
Like they do that just to stop other people speaking out and saying what they think.
I think they do like to make an example of somebody to try and put the fear of God into other people, so that they end up not using their freedom of speech.
Yeah, well, it's like that woman who was supposed to be in prison. The counsellor's wife. Said something absolutely ridiculously dreadful that most people wouldn't dream of saying, and then I don't know what something about that they should all get sent back or something.
She said,
or if anything happened to them, it would be good.
Yeah, she said. She said something along the lines of that if she didn't care if people burned down the migrant hotels.
Right. Which is a stupid thing to say.
Oh yeah. Not a great thing to say, but not something you need to be sentenced to like a couple.
No, and there's some doubt whether she actually was even in prison or even exists in reality. Because people have tried to get hold of her and get in touch with her and find out people who know her, and none of them seem to be able to come forward.
Lucy Connolly, I think.
That's it. Yeah.
But there's Lucy Lastic as well, wasn't there? But Alice Gorgeous has said only a jury can abolish laws and find others not guilty.
That's right. Well, in fact, jury can. They can also say if someone could be found guilty for something, but they can say the law isn't worthy of being there. So you can actually, people don't realise that a jury has that power. You can say the law isn't up to it.
Was right. I mean, Mike Manos said her son was misdiagnosed by a foreign doctor years before and died. He went on to say, and died. So there we go.
Oh.
So, but I mean, what gets me is, to me, censorship is the last bastion of tyrants, because as truth is pure, it doesn't need censorship. If you're trying to hide something, you censor it, and to me, it's obvious. So, to me, anything that's censored, it should attract instant investigation, like bees round a honeypot. You know, we should be. Let's investigate. Yeah.
Yeah, in this upended world, that's a way of seeing if something is true or not.
Well, that's right. I mean,
there's to be listened to. Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of things that we're saying. Oh, this is true. That's wrong. And it's right. I mean, I've changed. I've been wrong about a lot of things. I'm quite clever at being wrong. I mean, I should open a consultancy on being wrong. You know, I'd be quite good at it. But seriously, I think that we're learning that the history they taught us. I mean, up until a couple of years ago, I thought. Well, sorry, let's carry on with that sentence. The history they taught us is not quite right, because it's always in, shall we say, it's always the victors who write the history books. And that's why French history books have got so many blank pages. And I had to slip that one in. And you missed it. And but really, up until a couple of years ago, I used to believe that lemmings committed suicide, until I found out they don't. And it was actually, they found out they were such boring rodents. They got some poor sod with a bucket, put the camera at a low angle, and the bloke was chucking these poor little lemmings over this mound and saying they're committing mass suicide. They don't commit mass suicide. This is poor.
They needed a good metaphor.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, look at Lord Faulkner believes that pregnant women can get euthanized. I don't wish someone would do it for him.
But it wasn't the Attenborough? He was saying something about animals committing suicide, and they were doing something similar in one of his programs.
Oh yeah, there's a you're going to laugh at this. I don't know what it is, but I saw one of these programs. I shouldn't laugh. There's an Australian rodent, I think it is, that now if you're a little bit sensitive, put your fingers in your ears, that shags itself to death. Most of them die. And this little mouse or whatever it is goes round. Well, it sort of fertilises all the females, and he does it so often. He's sort of next time.
If you're going to go, that's quite a good way.
That's right. It's just quite sort of it's quite an up and coming sort of activity, I think, you know. But I think there was one like that. But I mean, in spiders,
koalas have the highest rate of chlamydia, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell! And I wonder what sort of pervy vet looks at. Oh, I wonder what interesting, isn't it? It's like, oh, these glasses, you know. I mean, who found out this? Some boring bastard that sort of looks into this throughout their university. You know, so, did you know? But look at spiders. I think was it the female eats the male, don't know? Some breeds of spider.
Yeah. Praying mantis.
Octopus do that as well, I think.
Do they?
Do they?
Possibly. Or maybe it's spiders.
Yeah, I think it's spiders, actually. Two wrongs don't make a right. Lucy Conn was subdue and scare others. Was to scare. Yeah. We have freedom of expression. And as I say, but the more they censor, the more people are going to investigate. So essentially, it always shoots itself in the foot. Do you remember when they had the RA weren't allowed to speak, so they had actors saying what they were going to. So you see an RA bloke sort of talking like this, and you have an actor doing the voiceover. Bloody ridiculous, you know. Now
it's probably easier to understand.
Yes. What's this
with
now?
a bit of received pronunciation.
Yeah.
Now, what's this? Mike Manus says, deers playing Russian roulette in a Vietnamese bar.
That's
Yes.
a deer hunter.
Deer hunter, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why he's saying that though.
I don't know either. And Mark Anthony said, is that where the term shagged out comes from? I really don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But no, I remember watching this. I don't know what it's called. It's, this little rodent thing in Australia. And I was off my seat with laughter. So actually filmed it in the process. I was got tears rolling down my face. I shouldn't laugh because poor little son dies the next day. Sorry. Imagine being born a male in that sort of. But no, seriously though, I mean, Skip got me the giggles. That is. Behave myself, right? But when do you think about it? These people in power. I mean, we was talking about we don't need governments, but we couldn't go from government to non-government with the click of our fingers. Because what would happen, I think it would be anarchy overnight. Because people start
unless they
looting
shag
out.
them, they shag themselves to death. I mean, I think Boris Johnson's tried to do that, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. What do you mean? When you mean they send out signals to try and control our brains? Could it be like an orgasm sort of signal they send out? So everybody's walking along going, oh, you're in Tesco's buying something, you say, how much is this?
But have you read Larkin Rose?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
So that's Larkin Rose's thesis, isn't it? That we don't need any authority.
No,
he's
primitive.
Dead right. Yeah.
It was exceptionally primitive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's set up by psychopaths for psychopaths.
Yeah. But we'd need people to be taking a bit more personal responsibility before that could happen.
Well, the first thing that would disappear, people took personal responsibility, would be carcinogenic crap that they sell in the supermarkets, high carbohydrates and things like that. I mean, I was in the supermarket today, and when you're walking around, I mean, it's just carbohydrates looking at you everywhere. And that is what's causing massive obesity and things like that, because in the 19th century and before, most people only ate one meal a day.
Well, if you look at photos if you look at photos of the 50s, like people on a beach, there's no fat people.
That's right, not at all.
Yeah.
And when you look at,
yeah,
have you seen the ration for a week? They showed it. You can see it on Facebook. You can look it up. The wartime ration for a week for one person in this country. It was one egg, a little bit of tea. I think it's a couple of slices of bacon, some butter, a little tiny bit. How they could survive a week on that, I do not know, but they did.
Wow.
And it was rabbits which actually saved the day, because people went out shooting rabbits. But because they
pigeons
were, I don't think they were pigeons, but they weren't. I'm not sure they were rationed. But what did the government do? As soon as the war ended, myxomatosis to stop people getting free meat. Bastards, Hang on, we're talking about animal suicides, and I think you mentioned, was it an octopus? And someone's put here, Horrendous Get Fucked said, the squid of despair. Sorry. But do you think that when you go to digs and things like that, have you noticed the audience has changed at all? Is there more people coming along now? I mean, did you find that when you first started, was there, or when you, the other side of the night, 2020, this all kicked off. Before it did kick off, did you find the audiences very different?
So we don't really play what most people consider to be mainstream gigs anymore. So I think before the overhead thing happened, we were playing quite normal places, and but since then we mainly play. We either put on our own events, which are always really good, I like to say, or we play events that are to do with what I guess we call the freedom movement. Having been, I do still go to some so-called mainstream gigs, and I must say I've noticed that most of it is now just covers bands. There's not much original music happening.
I agree.
Yeah, so it's a bit. I mean, it was a bit depressing to be like to be thrown out of that whole scene because we didn't necessarily go along with like a lot of what they believed in. But it's a bit shit now, to be honest. So who cares?
Yes. Well, mainstream music is shit. It's awful. I mean, I cannot sing. You see, you probably heard that. I can't hold the music, and all my family were very musical, and I'm the only one that wasn't. I don't know quite why. I mean, my parents could play several instruments. My sister could play the piano, but it's never really. I don't know. I don't know. I can play the comb and paper. Oh, and I can also knock out the William Tell overture with a scale rule on my teeth. Go dum, 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 dum. Can do that. See, so I do have some musical skills. Don't all rush at once to get the latest album, but really, do you find that nowadays people with lack of talent? I mean, I cannot stand the Spice Girls because they weren't. I think it was all artificially spruced. I don't think they could do live. And when they did do live in Spain, I think they were booed off stage. I mean, what's your views of these sort of artificial groups that they've got now that can't sing a bleeding note?
Well, I mean, it's all controlled though. Yeah, I mean, and there's so much auto tune around. But but the whole, if you listen to Mark Devlin, the whole of the music industry has been controlled for, ever since we were been listening to the radio. It's Dave McGowan's book Weird Scenes in the Canyon, where about Laurel Canyon, where all of the people that were behind the music scene all had kind of parents that were in the military intelligence services. And
that's right.
There was a military base up there. And they were all, and you got people like they were all presented to the television before they were even famous, so they were facilitated. Like Zappa, I saw a thing of Zappa, Frank Zappa, when he was given a mainstream Saturday night television audience on the really flimsy pretext of showing the host how to play a bicycle as a musical instrument. Bob Geldof got on Parkinson before he'd even done anything with the Boomtown Rats. I remember seeing his interview.
Yeah.
Really?
That Bowie was put in front of
Bowie wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a film of Bowie supposedly representing the right of young men to have long hair or something.
I've seen that, yes.
Yeah. They were all just presented to an audience and given, celebrity. So the whole of the music industry's been.
Well, look at Lady Gaga.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you just the scene. They're just flicking from one scene to the other, and that's registering on your subconscious. And it's done deliberately. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut in there, but because I think that Mike Devlin, he wrote a book. Was it Their Dad Isn't a Plumber or something like that?
He's just finished one. No One's Dad's a Plumber.
Yes,
but he's written sort of great tomes about musical truth, volumes 1, 2. There's definitely 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, they're a good read. But it's funny because a lot of the people, I don't think everybody in the business knew that they were being controlled. I mean, and not everyone is, because we've worked with the Blockheads and. Mick Gallagher, and he's completely awake. The old Blockheads keyboard player. He's completely awake.
But
you get a few.
Did you ever meet Ian Drury in the Blockheads?
I saw him. yeah, but no, didn't meet him. But I did
Ah.
know. I did know when they were Kilburn and the High Roads. A mate of mine from college's dad had the record company that set them off.
Really?
Yeah. And me and Dewey used to sleep on their couch every night.
Ah.
Would bring a different girl home every night, I think.
Blimey.
Yeah, he
But,
didn't let his gammy legs stop him.
No, he certainly didn't. And but there, do you ever meet Gallard? Because Gallard was it Moss? He's the saxophone player.
Sax player. Yeah, he was
Sax
the one
player,
that They got censored. He got censored, didn't he? And
Yeah.
his parents were like, one was Muslim and one was Jewish, I think.
Really? Because I know his
I think so,
father
yeah.
was high up in the Israeli forces.
Right. Yeah.
We get at it as well, but he got censored. He's been accused of being Atmons. Yes, he's been accused of being anti-Semolina, isn't he? I won't say that, but yes, or antiseptic. That's the other one he's been in. And he's actually of that. Well, but he lives in this country now. But now Alice Gorgeous says, "I'm so uncouth, aren't I? No wonder I'm single. I just can't behave." Well, you ought to join Fockham Dating. You see, we've got a nice widow. His first wife died due to eating poisoned mushrooms. His second wife died due to eating poisoned mushrooms. And his third wife died because she wouldn't eat the poisoned mushrooms. So there you go. We've got some lovely people in Fockham Dating. But now, the thing is, though, is that do you find, I mean, it is so, I mean, once upon a time, I think people could make a breakthrough. But is it like an impregnable ring, the mainstream? Although you don't really want to impregnate it, you don't want to go into it. But, when you see these so-called, I can't think of anything in the last 10 years that is catchy in musical terms. Of the mainstream.
It's got very mechanical, hasn't
Yeah.
it? I tell you, there's tons of really good music out there, but you just don't hear it. There's really talented people. There's really good music, but it's not on the mainstream because it doesn't suit their. They want to make humanity more and more mechanical and machine-like,
right.
and so. I mean, we want people to sing live and be in the moment.
Yeah. Would your guests agree? This is Yuki Brown says. Would your guests agree the punk movement was controlled?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think it was as well. But well, they reckon that the group the Monkees in America in the 1960s. They reckon they were totally controlled, 100%.
Well,
and I'm not sure about the Beatles.
All the others. So were all the others. That was the funniest thing, and a lot of the bands that you think of as really legit and kind of organic were nearly in the Monkees too. That's,
really?
I mean, they feature in Dave McGowan's book. Yeah, the Monkees. They were all the same. No one was more or less engineered than the others. I think.
Well, that's it. I mean, what's happened? I mean, I remember in the 70s, I really liked, sort of. Was it progressive rock and things like that?
Yeah.
Really nice. What's happened to all that? It's just gone, isn't it? I mean, you had Genesis pumping the stuff out. They did. I've got all their albums. They were pretty good.
Yes.
Rick Wakeman, he made the album Six Wives of Henry VIII, and then sort of, in my view, lost it after that. That was his best album.
To the Centre of the Earth, he did as well.
Yeah, it's a bit sort of. He lost it after that. Something about. Yeah, it's. And then I think he got into Freemasonry, didn't he? Because have you seen him with his white gloves and God knows what, Yeah. So I don't know.
That was quite a good impersonation of Rick Wakeman's keyboard style.
Oh, sort of.
Yeah, he did lots of diddly woos on the.
That's right. Yeah. It's like, I mean, I'm writing a book about bullshit, you see, because when you think about it, I think it should be a creative talent, And when somebody's bullshitting you, you should look at it like a kind of art critic, going, yes, yes. And because what do you think about it? You look up a dictionary to find spellings and thesaurus to look out different words for things. And there's no real reference book for bullshit, is there? So, and I've been writing about a Sparks moment. You know what a Sparks moment is?
No.
When somebody falls out with you and you're in the same room, but they don't want to talk to you. And it's like that keyboard player in Sparks, sort of.
Oh yeah.
A bit creepy. So I call it a Sparks moment. So you have it, and always different things like that. Because to me, governments, they're brilliant at bullshit. I mean, you can't get better. But Blu-ray reckons Paul Michael was good. He was a
George Michael.
George Michael. Not Paul Michael, George Michael.
He started speaking out. And
that's right.
He was suddenly not here anymore.
Did he?
A bit like bit like Prince and Michael Jackson.
Yes.
They all tried to get away from their record deals. So yeah, it makes you wonder whether Michael Jackson, probably he wasn't, a paedophile. They kind of made out that he was a paedophile. He probably wasn't.
I like to think that he wasn't. I like to think that he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I saw the other day, I was looking at, I'd completely forgotten that, when Bowie died, supposedly,
allegedly,
and that Jack Stephen guy was wheeled out that no one had ever heard of, and looked exactly like Bowie and spoke exactly like Bowie and said, it feels like a part of me has died. Do you remember the one from when Jacko died?
I was just going to say, if you've seen that one.
They wheeled out this bloke who was a burn victim called Dave. And he spoke like that. And he had a high-pitched Michael Jackson voice. Yeah, and
oh, that's good. That was. Yeah, I like that. Michael Jackson. And yes, but
I think there's a theory that he was cloned or something. And
who? Dave?
I think they were saying Dave was possibly the original Michael Jackson, and then the one that went on after that was a clone of Michael Jackson.
Oh, really?
Something like that.
He was Dave.
Yeah.
Now, what about Paul McCartney? Is that the real Paul McCartney, or is it Billy? A bloke called Shears, isn't it? Billy Shears. Is it Billy Shears or Paul McCartney?
There's definitely more than one. Whether he died in a car crash in, what was it, 1969 or not, is another. I mean, they've fed that whole thing.
Oh yeah, they milked that one.
Yeah, I mean, and someone on that side wrote the book about Billy Shears anyway. So they've actually pushed that whole thing. And there's lots of clues on Sergeant Pepper.
Yes, especially that thing that goes backwards, because you hear this whoop whoop on Sergeant. Is it Sergeant Pepper's? I think. Where they play it backwards. But did you know?
Skelter?
I don't know, but did you know that when Sergeant Pepper's came out, and this is supposed to be true, because my brother-in-law worked in the BBC, and he helped with the design of the caption scanners. When they're on the news and they say such a thing happens, it comes up behind them, and apparently when they Sergeant Pepper came out, the Beatles heard it and said, "This is a good group. Who are they?" Because it had been so twiddled around by the engineers, and they were so pissed out their mind on drugs, they didn't even remember it. It's true. Apparently, they didn't even recognise it. It was their own. Because
the Beatles.
Because when you hear it, it's the sound engineers that have been that actually responsible for most of that. But now I do believe that Elvis is dead, definitely dead. I don't think he ever worked in Tesco's or on the bacon slice or anything like that. And I do believe that George Michael's dead. But again, what about T-Rex? Now there's a mystery surrounding him because his car collided with a tree. head on.
Yeah, I've been
And-
there.
What,
I've
to
been
the tree?
Yeah, I've been to the tree. It's in Kingston or Richmond or
Yeah.
yeah.
And
There's a little shrine there that you can go and visit.
really?
Yeah.
Well, I was listening to, I'm sorry to admit this, but don't tell anybody about this. It's between you three, but I was listening to BBC local radio once. I'm sorry, it's just don't know what came over me. I just tuned the dial there. I hasten to add, I don't listen to radio now. And they were talking, it was an anniversary of T-Rex's death. And this was Radio Essex, believe it or not. And they were talking, it's a shame that he died and this, that and the other. And then, it's 100% true, they had a police inspector or a detective that looked into the death, who was long retired. And he said, I looked into this and I found out that his brakes had been doctored. So he'd been done in. And, thank you very much. And we'll go on to that. And that's what happened.
Oh.
I'm serious.
Well,
yeah.
Mark Bolan.
Yeah. And this police inspector, and he was quietened. He was they went on to the next thing quickly. So, and he was an ex-detective. He was long retired. I mean, I think he was in his 80s when he came on the show. But that was on Radio Essex. When he said, yes, his brakes have been, that was it. He said there's been doctored, and I was taken off the case. And they said, oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the sound of ragweed rolling through.
Well, that's it. And Newkie Brown said Bolan's wealth vanished.
Oh.
That's interesting, yes.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yeah, so, Mike said 1966. Yeah, that's when Macca was supposed to have had his car crash.
That's right. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, yes. Mike Mantis. Yes, 1966. Yes, we will never know. It's. I mean, when you think about it, Montgomery during World War II. Sorry, I can't say the man. He had a double, and they made a film about it. And the bloke who acted as his double was the actor in the film in the 1950s. So these people do have doubles. Yeah. You can actually see it. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube. I think it is, yeah. Free of charge. You can see it. I Was Monty's Double. It was made about 1955, 56, something like that.
All right.
And it was the
My dad was fighting under him.
What, under Monty's Double?
Under Monty. Yeah.
Under Monty? So was my dad.
In the desert, in the 8th Army.
My dad was in the 8th Army. Well, he's attached to it. He was in the 231 Brigade, 51st Highland Division. 51st, Northumbrian Division, not Highland Division. What I'm talking about. Northumbrian Division, yeah. And Montgomery went to talk to them in Sicily. And they was promised that they were going to go home. They'd just done the invasion of Sicily. And Montgomery pushed them on to go in the invasion of Italy. And then they went on D-Day.
They went right up through Italy.
My dad didn't. No, he went. He was on D-Day, my dad. So
okay.
he was really from there. But Montgomery didn't realise, because my dad was in the frontline intelligence, that these blokes had intelligence on their shoulders. They're quite educated. They're telling Montgomery what they thought of him. And the higher-ups are just turning a blind eye and giggling and sort of smiling to themselves. And Montgomery had to make a hasty retreat because they hated him. And they're shouting out some right remarks to him.
Really?
Yeah.
None of them were actually very like Churchill. They couldn't wait to get him out. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Blue Ray said, Michael Jackson was awesome. I saw him live. He was good. I think he was really good. Have you seen that bloke? Weird something, or an American bloke that takes records off. Weird Ivanovic or something. Weird something. Weird. Can't think of his name. Someone in chat will get it. He's an American that takes off different records and does his own words. What was his name? Weird Al something or other. It's a strange name he's got.
I can't help you.
Oh, hang on. We got Mike Barlin. Wrap a yellow mini round an old rogue tree.
Yeah.
Hey, Yuki Brown's got it. Al Konovic. Have you seen him at all? He's bloody
Yankovic.
funny.
No.
Yeah. Yes, you don't see him so much now, but he sort of rips off these records.
He doesn't do an
Oh,
Elvis impersonation.
Don't know. I doubt it.
Okay.
Clifton Webb, Monty's double. Thanks, Mike. That's great.
Ah.
Clifton Webb. Yes, I was Monty's double. That was it. Right. It's 9 o'clock. Anybody fancy something from a group from Southend?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can copy it. Here we go. Here we go. And then we go this like this. And then I press this like this.
Hope you're real inside my bones. You're real. Hope you're real inside my bones. You're real inside my bones. You're real. It will take much more than this to face the day. Oh, I know I'm in a fix, 'cause I need it today. Turn away if you have a pulse, you'd stay. Turn away if you have a pulse, you'd stay. If you have a pulse, you'll stay. It will take much more than this to face the day. Oh, I know I'm in a fix, 'cause I need it today.
That was excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Trevor John, well, I don't know where he's gone. He's made him run to the loo, I think. But you're a very skillful musician, and that seriously, very, very skillful musician. Have you ever done this may be an insult. Please don't take this as an insult. Have you ever thought of doing jingles and things? Playing, you know? No, seriously.
No, I haven't thought of that actually.
I think Trevor might, but but no, seriously. Did you get a lady to actually drown for that album? You know, you can see her underwater there going. I mean, was that your lead? One of your singers? You know, but
So somebody actually designed that cover for us. But
really,
yeah. Allegedly, the lady in the photo is still alive, but I'm sure. Yeah, maybe like in a few years to come, that there will be some conspiracy theories surrounding that photo.
no, this is beautiful. That's and Aunt Sally said, "Lovely song," and I think it was as well.
Thank you.
Fantastic. And this is the way to go. And now, where can people buy this?
So we've got a Bandcamp, which is probably the easiest place to order all of our stuff. So we've
hang on
got.
a moment. So I'll get a little banner for you, and I'll get one for Trevor as well.
Oh, amazing!
I'll add a banner. Okay. So far away. What would you like? I can't put a long sentence, but I can put something along the bottom. Put something little digger.
So we've got Bandcamp /Home by Fire, and we've got. You can order CDs and T-shirts, and also you can download digital copies if you'd rather that.
Okay, so we got here. Hang on. Let's have a look. Right. Is this correct? What I'll put here?
Yes.
Okay. Right. And I'll ask Trevor when he comes back if he would like to have one. So that's, you can get the album from there, and you get T-shirts, mugs. Like this is a mug for And
we haven't got any mugs actually, but maybe we should do mugs.
You should do mugs, and now we're pushing Home by Fire. Now it's your turn, Trevor. So far away, and I'll write a thing along the bottom of the show. So far away, what would you like?
Yeah, TrevorJohnMusic.com, please.
TrevorJohnMusic.com. Yeah. Right, okay. I created that banner, and
that was a great track, Dan.
Oh, is that correct?
Yes,
Trevor John Music. Correct? That's it. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll keep flipping backwards and forwards whilst we're talking on here. So I'll have that for a little while. So it's Trevor John. That really was moving. That was excellent.
Great photo as well. But I thought that was Eliza, but you're saying it wasn't.
In the photo?
Yeah.
No, it's not Eliza. No.
Oh, it did look like her from where I was. Yeah. No, it's a lovely photo.
That really was. And I think, where would you like to be? Do you do this for the sheer creativity of it? Or would you like to sort of go further and reach a wider audience? What's your feeling, both Trevor and Dan?
Well, it would be nice to. We did a gig recently down in Southend.
Southend.
Well, not quite Southend, was it? It was what was it on sea? Westcliff.
Westcliff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the posh bit, isn't it? That their doggies
village.
That's very posh. There, they sort of they get out the bath to do a wee there. That's how posh they are. So sorry,
but that was that. It was in a massive, beautiful church, and it had such an amazing sound, and that. I'm kind of happy just to do that kind of thing.
Yeah,
it was, and we had a really nice audience. They were all very appreciative.
Yeah.
And we had a lovely gig. Although, I did get stopped by the fuzz 10 minutes after I left there.
Really?
For being out of my area.
Aye?
Yeah. That's what they said to me. Your car's registered in London. What are you doing here? And I
You're
said,
joking.
Well, isn't that what a car's for?
Oh,
Yeah. So, and then they said, look, I said, well, don't you need don't you need probable cause to stop someone? And they said, no, we don't. We've got, I think it's Article 163 of the Road Traffic Act. They can stop anyone for any reason. And so maybe they were just putting the scares up people just for being outside their 15-minute city or something. But I said, what happens when I go to Cumbria? Am I going to get pulled over all the time then? And I said, what do you think I might be doing then? And they said, well, you could have come here to sell drugs or something like that. And I said, well, what, you think if I was in London, I'd come to Leigh-on-Sea, which is where it was, to sell drugs? So yeah, it was ridiculous. I think they were just two young guys and they were bored and they just gone on to their shift. But maybe they're hassling people, just
So
to
you
stop them going far out of their area.
How weird, because I mean, my car is registered in Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Because the previous owner lived in Bournemouth. So what are they going to say? I mean, I'm in Hertfordshire now, and people buy cars from all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, was this? Did they know what gig you come from? Was it just outside, or
no? They had no idea. But anyway, to answer your question, so I'm very happy to go around everywhere and have beautiful audiences listening to us play our hearts out, and that would be great. I mean, if we could make enough money to buy a mansion in the south of France, that would be nice, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore.
No, I don't think anybody's be able to with communism.
No.
We've got it at the moment. And Blu-ray, as I say, has said, wow, I love this beautiful song. Great voice. So, and thanks, Dan. And I think, do you find, though, that it's a bit weird if people come up to you and they know you, but you don't know them? Say, hello. Have you had this a lot, Dan and Trevor?
I've had that a little bit recently. Like I think for like the first time, because normally, like in the past, I've always known most of the people that would like come to our gigs, but it has been really weird to like for people to like come up to me and recognize me, and I'm just like, oh, you're actually here because you're actually like a fan of our music and not just a mate of mine. So that's been really, really nice, and a little bit it feels a little bit surreal, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just weird. And Trevor, I guess you've had it quite a lot, haven't you? People come up to you and say, no.
Well, the thing is that your friends and family aren't your fans, so your friends and family can be quite harsh.
Yes.
And it's quite refreshing and nice when you meet someone who's literally come all over come a long way to hear you play, and appreciate your music. So yeah, it's always great when people.
It's just nice.
Yeah.
I've had two people come up to me. I was actually in the supermarket once, a little time ago, and a woman said, "I know you." I thought, this could be embarrassing. I know you. She said, Eric von Essex. I went, oh, hello.
Oh.
I said, oh, pleased to meet you, She didn't want me autograph or anything like that, So I said, oh, pleased to meet you, and passed the time of day, and that was it. Another time I was actually in the market, talking along, and someone shouted out, oi, I've seen your podcast, Eric. Oh, hello. But I'm normally, believe it or not, quite a shy person, an introvert. So I find that quite seriously. I mean, I like to blend in with the crowd. I don't want to stick out in the crowd, and it's quite surprising that I sort of, it's a bit weird when someone comes up to you, they know you and you don't know them. That's the sort of 2 times it's happened to me. But when you think of how many thousands of people, millions of people in this country, and we're a very, 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 very small speck of sand next to that lot. But no, it is really weird.
But you could soon come down to earth, though. I mean, I remember, because I illustrate as well. I draw.
Really?
So, and I'd gone to a school in Preston, and I was like a minor celebrity there. I've been sort of teaching the kids to draw, and I'd left this kind of situation where I had a whole assembly of kids all going hooray, like I was some kind of celeb, and then before you know it, you're back on the station with a crisp bag blowing around, no one knowing you from Adam.
Yeah, it's weird.
Can't. Yeah, you can't let that kind of stuff go to your head.
Right, I now flip back to Trevor Job music. Here we go. I'm going backwards and forwards. I hope you don't mind, so people know. So we've got equal advertising now. And I believe, Dan, you're on Facebook, aren't you? And Trevor, are you on Facebook at all?
Yep.
Yeah. Go on, Dan.
So it's Facebook /Whom by Fire.
Righto, and Trevor.
Yeah, I'm Trevor John Sings on Facebook and Instagram.
Trevor John Sings.
Yeah,
I'm actually on. I'm on Facebook, and details are down below here. No, not in my crutch, but down in the description. And also Telegram I use a lot. I like Telegram a lot. And now Gab. I did close down in Europe, but they've opened up again. And I'm actually on Gab, and you can say what you want on Gab. You're not going to be, because Facebook, we all know that, I've found that I've been on eBay and I've looked for, I don't know, something or other, birdseed, say, wild birdseed, because the birds around my way are bleeding livid because I haven't fed them for a little while. And suddenly you go onto Facebook, you get wild bird feed. Thinking, hang on a minute, something going on here. But you don't find out. Have you found that? You might look for something on eBay, and then suddenly when you go onto social media, it starts flicking up.
I've had conversations where that's come up.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, not even going online, just talking about someone, and they've come up as a friend suggestion. So these things are all spying on you, aren't they?
They are. I mean, I got a smartphone, but I'm actually seriously thinking of when I go out, just having my smartphone, using it at home. And when I go out, taking a dumb phone with me, because I don't really use the phone when I'm out much. I mean, it's only if my car breaks down or something like that, I'd need the phone. And I noticed I'm not paid by Penny Mobile or anything like that, but I was looking at Penny Mobile. And because I only want a pay as you go, for the dumb phone. And they've got one now where as long as you top it up, I think it's £10 every 120 days. Then it's just a penny a minute if you make a phone call, or penny of anything, penny a megabyte, penny whatever. That sounds fair to me, because when I'm out, I mean, people generally phone me and I don't phone them. So this is what I was thinking of doing, just having a dumb phone. And if the police stop you in your car, here's my phone. It's a dumb phone. They can't really do much with that. It's just got, it's the smartphone they're interested in. So
the facial recognition will still get you.
Yes, but I've been thinking about this idea. In the First World War, have you ever heard of Dazzle? And what it was before real camouflage, they used to paint battleships with really strange lines and angles on them. And on the horizon, it upset. It's quite good. Well, some students have been doing this with makeup, with sort of weird lines. Now, I'm thinking if you had a visor you just put down with all these weird lines, or even something false that you put on your nose, could they do the facial recognition? Yeah, Groucho Marx's nose, a false nose. You just go, so you have this like lump up. So you could be like, let's get a pencil, you see. So you'd be walking along the road and you have this sort of nose thing up on. Like this, hello, how are you? And you go and you walk down. Oh, as a facial recognition, just go and put that on your nose, like this. But the funniest thing I ever saw, I've seen this a couple of times, but there's a fella at a station once. I was down in London, and there's another fella with a pencil, and I think there's an act, and he's doing this like a creature, sort of looking round. So this other character, and I wish someone would do this. When these coppers come along and they say, "I've arrested you for," and they come out with their ritual, because to me it's a ritual. They've got fancy dress costume on, and it's all posing. If somebody just went this, like this, if everybody did that with a pencil, just didn't say anything, just looked them up and down like that, just think how sort of imposing that would be. Because really, I think we do need protection from government thugs. We really do. Not aggressive, just very peaceful, and just try and convince them to join us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come over to our side. And if we have our own currency and say sod the ordinary, and I actually think we could use their currency for our own currency until it gets stuffed, and just again ignore government out of existence. What can they do?
Yeah. Well, the police are doing it to themselves, aren't they? I mean, they're going to suffer like everyone else.
Well, that's right. But most of them are too dim to realise that.
Yeah.
Because, look what happens when these empires collapse. Who's the first people the people go for? Look at East Germany. The people knew who the secret police were because they were neighbours and people like that. And, this is the thing they don't realise. That they reckon in the times of stress, your worst enemy can be your neighbour.
Yeah.
Because you got food and they haven't. They get that food off of you.
Yeah.
And most people have said that, after different revolutions and things, you've got to be very careful of your neighbours.
Yeah.
Because they will, they'll do anything. But,
Well, once it becomes dog eat dog, you mean?
Yeah, that's the thing, yes.
But with this kind of surveillance where everything's getting more and more restricted, I always draw comfort from the fact that if you do anything creative, you need boundaries in order to be creative. If you've got no boundaries, it's much harder. But if you've got boundaries, that's when the human brain becomes really creative. Yeah. So that and you saw it on Robben Island, or those kind of prisons where people were teaching the classics and they had it in their head, and they were teaching all sorts of things and music just from having it in their head. And the human mind is incredible when it's kind of put under pressure. I remember losing my passport once, where I left it in a hotel, and I got on a ferry in Greece, and my girlfriend who I was with at the time suddenly sat up and went, "Oh, your passport!" And because my mind went into a kind of different state, and I was able to sort of look into my head and see my passport and read the number of it.
Wow.
And I've never been able to do that before or since, and so I was able to go and tell them what my passport number was and get them to sort it out. But when we're under pressure, human beings are pretty incredible. So I think however much we're kind of corralled and boxed in, people would become creative and find ways around it.
Well, the other night, I'm normally busy working on a computer. I had a bit of a night off, and I decided to watch the Bounty, the 1980s film with Hopkins in it. And it's a very good film. I remember seeing it. That shows you how old I am. I remember seeing it at the cinema. And afterwards, I thought, this is rather interesting, this Mutiny on the Bounty. It got me a bit twitchy. And apparently, Captain Bligh was a brilliant navigator. And he memorised the maps, and he brought these people to safety by memory. But what they don't tell you is the boat that they were in, it was just an open boat. They had to keep bowling it because there were so many people on board. It was only about a couple of inches above the sea. And that all the time, 24 hours, had to keep bowling the water out. And he went, was it a couple of 1,000-something miles across the ocean, and accurately navigated back to, I think it was Tahiti or somewhere. What a bloody... he was commended for his brilliant navigation. And they reckon he wasn't that bad, really. The ruffians that took over were pretty nasty people, because they believe that on Pitcairn Island they all killed each other, and there's only one bloke left with about 28 women. So they don't know what happened, But
he'd be like that mouse.
Yes. Now what?
An Australian mouse.
Oh yes, and You know, yeah. When he died, they had trouble getting the coffin lid down. You know, sorry.
Talking of that mouse, I've just seen Hatchie's comment. Apparently, Cliff Richard is calling for mandatory bowel cancer screening.
Really?
For himself.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. What's this? Chris, search a potato peeler. I had loads of designs come through. It was unbelievable. Really, I might do that. I've got Cliff. What's this? Cliff Richards is calling for mandatory bowel cancer screening. I've just heard no comment from me. What is it? What suddenly made him want to do that for? I don't know. I mean,
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Have they found one of the Shadows' wristwatch up there or something? I don't know. I mean, sorry.
They probably just found a shadow up there.
Now,
Finger of fudge.
Finger of fudge. A finger of fudge is just enough to give. Sorry, funny bone. Sorry. Oh, it's a classic, that one. And apparently, DJ B2 says even dumb phones can be listened into.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But now, Alice Gorgeous says, Chris, hang on, where are we? Eric, people have begged the police to do the right thing. Waste of breath. Well, a bit too thick today to do that. Yeah, I think you're right there, Alice. I think you're very right there. But
I mean, I've met some decent policemen in my time.
Really?
But some really not as well.
Yeah. But Cliff's got prostate dooflop. Has he really? Oh dear, poor him. That's the new trendy disease, isn't it? You know, because I got a bit fed up with the breast cancer, the stuff. You know, I don't. I'm not sure you can say that word on YouTube. Now, Alice Gorgeous says, "Where are we? I've been invited for a boob squash and a cavity poke. Was something wrong with the teeth by the NHS? But I've declined all. Yes, that's the best thing to do. Yes." Because I personally think, well, better not say, well, I don't know, but this is my own personal view, and I'm not a doctor or anything like this. I wouldn't go near the NHS. Well, the only good the NHS is for is if you get mangled by a bus when crossing the road. But apart from that, I think
they're probably all right with broken bones, but yeah,
broken bones. That's about it.
That
yeah.
farmer stuff.
Yeah.
Now they kept sending me bowel screening things. Yeah, I was just filing them straight in the bin.
Same here. I even got. You see, I've now got. I haven't got a landline, but when I had a landline, I even had someone from the local quack shop phone me up and try and persuade me to go along to have this screening. I said, no, thank you. No, thank you. And they said, would you like us to send you a leaflet? I said, I've had enough fear porn for today. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And I asked the woman, I said, excuse me, who are you working for? But then a couple of weeks later, I closed my landline, and I'm now, I just have a mobile line, But
there's someone I know was had a kid, new baby, and they decided they weren't going to give any vaccines to them, and they got phoned up again and again and again by their doctor saying, "Well, you need to come in and have these." And she said, "Look, you're wasting your breath. It's not going to happen. We're not interested. Stop hassling us. We don't want it." And the doctor said, "Look, I know. We're just told we have to ring up 10 times." And she said, "I don't give them to my kids." Well, if you don't give them to your kids, what are you doing ringing up other people and trying to force them to do it if you wouldn't do it for your own kids?
Well,
this is someone I know, had this.
Oh, it's horrendous. Luckily, the quacks don't know my phone number now, so so I don't get any texts or anything. I like this one. Winter artists. We're all
She's
going
being
on a
naughty.
summer
I know
holiday. So no more farting for a week or two. Sorry.
She's sitting next to Dan doing that,
Yeah.
typing that.
Or just get fucked said, men die of it. Do they really? Or with it, the PCR test. That's right. Yes, yes. And barge pole darlings. Yes. Aunt Sally said, hello, Aunt Sally, by the way. I got a text telling me how expensive the bowel screening kit was and urging me to use it. No thanks. Now mine goes boing. It goes onto the mat, off the mat, straight into the bin. I don't think I even open the letter now. I just put it straight in the bin. You know, and now winter artist said to doctor a document is to a fake. To a doctor,
It's to fake it. To doctor
it's to fake it.
it's to fake
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
Yes, she's
Yeah,
right,
yeah. And also, I don't know whether I should say this, but this is my own personal view. I actually think they probably find stuff because they want business. You know, oh look, you know, they put you through hell and worry and Christ knows what, you know. And when you look at hospitals, the design of them, you know, first of all, there's not enough places to park, and then you've got all these people running around with uniforms on ego trips. It's I'm sorry, I think we've got to have a different approach. And apparently in the 1950s, when people were ill and it's a nice sunny day outside, if the people were fit enough, they'd wheel them outside to get some sunshine. And they reckon that we need sun because there's light that comes right through us. And we need that for our health. You know, sunshine isn't bad, you know. Now, Alex Gorgeous says, I've got 24 invite letters for an NHS poke in the arm during DIVOC.
Yeah.
I've kept them all. Coercion is unlawful. That's right. Well, I had something come through the post where they made an appointment for me. So I thought, well, that's a shame. I wasn't going to be there. Poing! And it went to the bin. Because once you stick your head above the parapet, they say, what's your phone number, please? And they're, oh, there's your phone number there. They've got you. So they haven't got my phone number, you know.
Now, I keep getting texts to come in and have the arm spear. And,
Really?
Yeah. I
Oh, yes.
block
Yeah, I
it
do.
And say it's junk mail.
Well, I get them through the post.
Yeah.
And whenever I see an HS, I don't even open it. I just put it straight in the bin.
Yeah.
I scrub the address out. Now, Alice Gorgeous says they're sending out lung dooflop screening consultants too. Really? Oh, well, you know. And DJ B2 says hospitals have been death factories since the Liverpool Care Pathway stuff started. Yes, definitely. I think before. I actually, the way I look on the NHS is there were some very well-meaning MPs and people when it was set up in 1948, and William Beveridge, when he designed it in 1943 to be launched in 1948, he may have meant well. But what they did, they got all natural medicine straight in the bin, and Big Pharma was in, like, parachuted in. And I think people have been treated like lab rats ever since. You know?
Yeah.
Try, but
the Rockefellers took it over, didn't they? And
that's
and
right.
All medical education.
That's right. You're spot on. And it's also oil based. Most of the tablets and things.
Yeah,
they have.
Exactly.
It's. Do you know why they're trying to stop meat? I learned something today. Did you know? That sounds a bit like Mark Cry. Did you know that years ago, when people got scurvy on board ships, the officers and the captains didn't get scurvy, and the reason they didn't get scurvy is because the average crew member ate what do they call it now? It was a vegetable type thing, dry tack, which is awful. Hard tack, sorry, dry tack, hard tack. Because the officers, the biscuits, to survive.
Yeah.
And they offers us the men meat, and the meat has got the vitamin C in it, which stops them from getting scurvy. And I think they want us to go to. Now, I've got nothing against vegetarians. I was one myself once. I was a vegan at one time, but I realised that you need, it's. I won't go into it because it's not the type of show to go. We're talking about music, but the fact is, the more I've looked into vegetables, the more I found out there's poisons in them. Not a lot, but very small amounts. So yes, I still eat vegetables, but I eat, and as I said earlier, we're only supposed to eat one meal a day, not 3 meals.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah,
that came in due to Rockefeller.
We're a strange animal because we can't produce vitamin C. I mean, if a goat
is
sick, it'll start to produce its own vitamin C, but we can't do it for some reason.
And nor can, was it guinea pigs and bats, fruit bats?
Oh, was that right? I didn't know about them.
Yeah. I'm not sure about primates, but dogs can produce their own vitamin C.
Yeah.
But that is weird. But we get vitamin C from egg. Well, from eggs you get K2, so that's something which is pretty good. Aunt Sally said, "This is big regarding the bowel stuff. It's also money laundering. That bowel screening kit is probably charged to the NHS at a small fortune, and the cost passed to taxpayers. Yes, it probably is, because they turn wasting money into an art." I report the NHS texts for dooflops, a scam, and block them.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. You
still get more though.
You can't block them. That's the thing.
Really?
You block the number and then you look back and it's not blocked again.
Now that's interesting. My GP took my mobile number off the system. I warned them.
Yeah.
Good
idea.
Warhead Rex said, "Jam." Not sure what that's got to do with it. Yeah.
That's a musical term.
Oh, jam. And turkey tail mushrooms. This is winter artist. Sorry. Turkey tail mushrooms, a proven health aid for something at the beginning with C, being prohibited in England pending a license worth tens of thousands of pounds. Well, slap my thigh. Isn't that amazing? And of course, we've got the 1939 C Act in Parliament, where you're not allowed to say that it's cured. It's got to be in remission. Big suspicion there. Something very, very suspicious.
Well, they've got no intention of curing it, have they?
That's right.
It's too much of a money spinner.
Krebs, which is German for C, vitamin C cycle. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
But now since I've changed my diet, I've never felt better. I feel really good on it. But again, I don't call it diet. I call it change of lifestyle, because I think that we eat what suits us. I'm going back to like a caveman type diet. So I don't go out hunting saber-toothed tigers and things. But a great big breakfast in the morning, little snack lunchtime, and that's it. And I'm not hungry because I have protein, lots of protein in my diet, And
you want steak for breakfast? Steak and eggs?
Yeah. But I got the wee haggis tomorrow for the breakfast. Yeah, I got me haggis and me eggs. And I've noticed when you get an organic egg, the yolk is all very, very sticky. It stays where it is. You get a non-organic egg, it just goes water. You see the difference. And Aldi and Lidl's are not getting paid to do this. Actually selling organic eggs now, £2 10 for 6. So there we go. So come on, Aldi, pay me some royalties, and Lidl's, But the worst thing to actually eat is actually chicken, unless it's organic. Or I don't eat organic, but I actually go to a farm where it is sort of organic, but they don't kind of pay for the certification, so it's as good as organic, and I'll get it for about a third of the price because of that, but it is very expensive, and this is why we need this people's hub where we can know where to go. And I want, it'd be nice, this is Bowler Hat Farmers, urging farmers to sell directly from their farms. That's what we need more of.
But there's a website, isn't there? You can look on.
That's
see where
right.
All the local
Food
farms
Finders
are.
Hub.
Food
Finders
Finders
Hub.
Hub. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Very
And,
good.
and there's a link on my Telegram channel for
Yeah.
that Food Finders
Yeah.
Hub. So
He's on
Please
next
go.
week, isn't he? The Bowler Hatted Farm.
let's have a look.
I thought I saw something from you.
Where's my piece of paper? There, what we got here? We got tonight. No, we got. Well, the show is going to be called Education, Education, and education spelled 3 times or 2 times incorrectly and once. And that is Alan Curtis is coming on next Sunday. Then we've got Survival Steve on next Monday, and then we've got Dr. Natasha. Healthy Truth. She's Russian, but she's married to an Englishman. She's up in Norfolk, and she's very, very interesting, Dr. Natasha. Then we got Pani coming on, and then after that, on the 4th of July, we've got David coming on, talking about the strange deaths at where's that place now? That place in sorry, who made the first radio transmissions? Marconi. Marconi. Sorry about that. I needed a trigger. Thanks, mate. And then in the second part of the program, Dr. Miles Fleetwood is coming on, who's an acupuncturist and that type of thing. He's my doctor. And after that, on the 5th, we got Maleficus coming on. Quite an interesting show. So we've got and we've got Dawn Lester. What really makes you Tom and Dick ill? So. We're quite booked up into the new year. And now, any gigs, mate? So we got to mention your gigs. Blimey!
Yeah, shall I tell you about
It's
that?
like, I'm gonna start singing.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, we've got one on Sunday, 21st
Really?
of December. Yeah.
And where is it?
West London.
Right, okay, West London.
It's the Trump Arms, W140HR.
Right, if you send me the link through,
yeah,
I can put it on. I can put it on Telegram. Yeah, sorry, mate. Carry on.
It's music as a live podcast with Young Bob and Emma Dunwell, both 2 young journalists. They're doing live podcasts, and they've got Graham Moore, who's an expert on the English Constitution.
Oh, Graham Moore, yes. So be prepared to go to another pub or something, because he got banned almost banned from 2 places. Now, bans. Now, I believe, you see, to me, I know I'm a little bit showing off. I've been banned 5 times from YouTube. I'm quite, and 6 issue, you become an ace. So, how many bans have you had, Trevor? And we're going to Dan later.
Bans.
You went when you go into it. Well, you've been banned, so they say, "No, we don't want this material here, please." So can you go somewhere else?
You don't tend to hear about it. They just don't book you. I mean, the only places my kind of stuff would be heard really is apart from the odd gig would be the freedom protests, the freedom festivals. But we did one. We had a Christmas party for Victorious, who are Brighton Freedom Band. And some of the pink-haired bar staff were a bit. They didn't feel safe because we were talking about things that they didn't go against the rainbow flag people's message. So we got banned from that pub.
Oh well, that's life.
Yeah, but they use all the usual. You're suddenly far right and.
Oh, far out, man! Oh, far right. Yeah. Yes, yes, and they got to throw in, because I worked in an office where everybody had a cracking sense of humour, and we was laughing and joking. I've said this many times before. There's a German bloke there, and it was the time when the Low Hello was on television, and we were sort of goose stepping up to his board, saying, "Here is the drinks. Here is the drinks." No, the one we used to say to him was, these are the drawings from the heating and ventilating engineer. I'll say this only once, and we're doing this all the bleeding time, and we was goose stepping and doing salutes and everything, and it's all good, all in good humour. And there was an Israeli bloke there, and he joined in as well. He's laughing and joking. You know, we just used to bounce jokes off of each other. And a Canadian bloke started who was politically correct, and that stopped overnight. Oh, you're this, and he just destroyed it. And I don't know, it just created an atmosphere. And I was told that I was racist, far right, anti-Semolina. What else was I? And all kinds of things, you know. And I said, "Oh, really? Oh, that's nice to know." You know, to me, it's just childish. Now, Dan, I think Home by Fire. Have you had bands at all? When I say band, have you been? Shall we say we can't hear this music here, please? You know, can you go somewhere else?
We've had quite a few bands actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So
Really?
I think the first band was a place called the Lee Folk Festival, which was a festival that we played a number of times. And we got banned from there for being apparently anti-queer rhetoric.
Homophobic. Oh yeah, I've been accused of that, being homophobic. I'm I get sort of slightly claustrophobic. I'm not very sure about homophobic. You know,
we also got banned from a Church of England church from performing there. We've been banned
really?
from yeah, and that was for being transphobic, homophobic, something to do with that. And
you're terrible people, Dan.
I know.
Transphobic?
Yeah.
I know. It extended to one of my friends who actually identifies as being a trans person, tried to organise a gig for us, and certain factions from the Pride cult, as I like to call them, attempted to get that gig cancelled as well. We've also had a masked gang turn up at one of our gigs.
Bloody hell!
Yeah, it's gotten quite.
Oh yeah, I was at that one.
You were there, weren't you?
Yeah.
It's gotten a bit, quite sketchy.
Was it a knuckle dust to do? Was it? You know, where was that? The Working Men's Club in sort of Dagenham or somewhere, or?
So we were in Tottenham, but
I think that answers it.
We were protected by a load of Asian and kind of black guys, weren't we? That's how we were very diverse that day.
Yeah. So we got our original venue got there was a lot of pressure put onto the venue to like cancel this gig that we were putting on, and unfortunately the venue agreed to cancel the gig, but we got welcomed into a new venue which was at a food bank in Tottenham. And they welcomed us in there, and but shortly before the gig we were outside at the original venue, just signposting people to the new venue, and there was about sort of 3 or 4 of us there, and as we were like signposting like punters to the new venue, we were suddenly like this big group of like 15 to 20 people just stormed around this corner, all masked and balaclavaed up, and started trying to intimidate us and telling us to get out of the area and so on and so forth. And it got quite hairy, to be honest. And this was at a similar time to when, if you remember, some of the riots were happening to do with like the migrant hotels. And
yes. Oh dear.
And it actually turned out that Jeremy Corbyn had actually been instrumental in blowing up this mob of people that turned up at our event, because he had said that we were like a far right group of people. And
Golden Bennett.
yeah, and it was so ridiculous because like these people that they thought we were like, I mean, we were just putting on a music event, and we had somebody speaking about like alternative medicine, so it wasn't anything to do with anything political particularly.
But the funniest thing was that Jeremy Corbyn's brother was there. Yeah, Piers Corbyn was there.
Yeah, that is weird, that isn't it?
So we were all at a far right meeting with Piers
Far
Corbyn.
out.
Yeah.
I actually knew a West Indian, and I'm very serious here. Many years ago, before what was it now? Well, they used to have the National Front, and him and an Indian and I think an African used to go along into meetings with the National Front, and he said, "You'd be shocked." He said, "We were most welcome there." To National Front meetings, far extreme, what were known as far extreme right, and he said, he only had one thug come up to him and threaten him, and suddenly blokes with suits pounced on this thug and dragged him outside. He heard, "Oh!" And he came up and said, "Sorry, sir, if hope he wasn't too." And he said it was mainly sort of suited businessman types there and very posh.
Yeah.
He said you wouldn't think it as thug. No, he said, and we were treated as honoured guests. He said we were treated very well. And
well, I mean, I heard Nick Griffin on a recent Delingpole podcast.
Oh yeah,
and he was actually very reasonable and nuanced, and you realise quite how demonised these people have been by the mainstream media.
Now, hello, he's gone now. He says, Humbavaya. He says, we met people who were there protesting against us playing, who then came along with us to the new venue. I think some of these people just like the protest.
Well, I think they were just drummed up by someone, and they didn't really know what they were coming to. They were told it was a far right gig by Nazis or something, and then they came along, and the people that were at the gig started talking to them, and they hadn't realised these were people at the gig. And they were having a reasonable
nice
conversation.
People.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the thing is, people have differences of opinion, but generally, 99% of people want what is good for people, and this is the thing. And the problem is we've had these mind control people, whatever you want to call them, social engineers, that's been fiddling around so we can't swear you certain words and things like that, which is absolutely bloody bonkers. It really is,
I mean, most people are all right. It's just that,
Yes, and Mark Anthony said, "Rent a mob." Yeah, I think that's
exactly. Yeah,
this is the thing, but I think the thing is, so if you'd like to send me, Trevor,
I've WhatsApped
the details.
You. I've WhatsApped
you WhatsApp me. Yeah, okay. I'll have a look on my WhatsApp. It'd probably be tomorrow. It's a bit late because I've got to get my beauty sleeves on. And now, Dan, gigs coming up. Any gigs you would like to send through to me, and I'll post them up on me Telegram channel.
Yeah. So I'll get them through to you. But I think the next one we're going to be making some sort of appearance next Sunday at the Trump Arms.
The Trump Arms.
Yeah,
that's the one I've just sent through to you. Yeah, we're all going.
West Gate. What part of London's West Gate? That's
West Kensington.
Kensington.
West 14.
West 14.
West 14 OHR. Yes, the Trump Arms.
The mean streets of Kensington.
Yeah.
Trouble
West
with London.
Kensington. Oh, right.
I don't know. Yes, it's not the easiest places to get into if you live out in the sticks. It's sort of it's people say, "Oh, the transport is generally crap," and I find London. I don't know. It's something about it. I just can't stand the place. It's sort of.
No, I'm the same.
I find it
actually.
claustrophobic.
Mm.
I find it
Yeah, I'm the same.
claustrophobic.
Mm.
I can't breathe. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a country bumpkin. You know, and this is
Yeah.
what I don't like with all the buildings that's going on. I mean, Southend. I think that's like bloody built up on seeing it. I mean, what's the sprawl like now, Dan? Do you have to go? Is it loads and loads of bloody crappy estates going up here, there, and everywhere?
There's a lot of HMOs opening at the moment, so which seem like they tend to attract a bit of a dodgy clientele to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a really big like housing crisis, to be honest, in Southend, and I think in a lot of places. So people are being like crammed into like smaller places, and I think that stresses people out generally.
Oh, it does. It's designed to do that.
Yeah,
That's really
yeah,
what it's
totally,
designed to do.
Mm.
Yes, but no, I actually think that you know what we're told and what really happens are two different things. Because I think this is what I like about citizen journalists. They're on the ground. They're showing what's going on. Whereas, and I quite like that Canadian bloke in Japan. He's very, very good. What was it?
Oh yeah, Corbett, James Corbett.
James
Yeah.
Corbett. He is very, very thorough.
Oh no, he's fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, he's got this communication skill, which is admirable. And there are people like, you know, John Hamer. He's got that kind of skill. I think it just comes natural.
Yeah.
You know, he's. I mean, they're digging up a lot about the Titanic now, and you've heard the latest one about that they've found a clock that's a watch that's still ticking.
Really?
The Titanic. Yes, they found a pocket watch that's still ticking, and that's going to be quite interesting. I think it's the shit of the ball. Quite honestly, I think it's bullshit. How can a watch still be ticking all these?
Well, because it must be wind up. It is a wind up.
Oh, it's a wind up.
I mean, a battery wouldn't last down there, would it? So it would have to be a wind up. So it's a wind up.
It is. Oh, I like that. Now, Aunt Sally says, and I might join Aunt Sally as well. Can you take me along, Aunt Sally, please? And thank you very much, lads. Hopefully, I shall get around to seeing them live when they're gigging in the Essex area. So you're from the Essex area. I mean, do you ever go to places like the centre of civilization or the drug capital of southeast England, Harlow?
Harlow. So
No.
I think we have played in Harlow, haven't we, Trevor?
Did you survive? You must have survived. I mean,
we certainly played at the infamous Jam for Freedom Festival, which was.
Oh yes, that was Harlow. Yeah.
Yes, Harlow.
The infamous Jam for Freedom. Yeah.
There's a little bit of Harlow. Did it come with you when you left Harlow, which is usually on the sole of your shoe? You know?
It was a bit of that.
Harlow.
Actually, I had a good time.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That was one of the first freedom festivals, wasn't it? Apart from Hope.
Yeah.
If you're ever up this way, though, I'll pop in and see you. Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be fantastic. Do you ever go wander into Hertfordshire at all? Southeast Hertfordshire? Wow.
Well, we're supposed to be having a tour next year where there's like one gig every month. I think the first one's up in Glasgow on the 21st of
Not
January.
the Glasgow Empire.
Yeah, but there's talk of sort of a funny mini 1 gig a month tour that we're going to go all over the place. So maybe Hertfordshire will feature in that.
What about Romford? Another centre of civilization.
Oh, I've done quite a few gigs in Romford before.
And now, hang on. Hachi says, I'm getting worried about the guests on your show. Laugh out loud. We're all far right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Of far out. Yeah.
In fact, we made a song because we work with Defiance Records and Mad Mix works with Defiance Records as well.
Really?
And, we did a record called You're So Right, You're So Far Right.
Would it be suitable to play on YouTube?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
it
you
probably
could
is
do.
on there.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm just looking
You're
for it
so-
now. So
You're
it's,
so far right. Yeah, it's got a funny video on it. You might
Right,
recognise a few faces.
right, Trevor John. Have you got a site on YouTube? I'm just looking down.
Mad Mix, it'll be on. Yeah.
Oh, Mad Mix. So I'll
Yes.
just go on to Mad Mix.
Mad Mix and the Resistance, I think his band was called.
Oh, I'll just go on Mad Mix. Oh, well, yeah, I got Mad Mix and Resistance.
Yeah.
And,
so far right.
And now I've just had a heart attack. Is that the one?
Dan's just put it up in the chat.
Oh, thanks, mate. Where are we? Where are we? There are we. Right. So I'll just copy that, and we could sign out with that one, couldn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
a
very
good one.
kind of you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan. It's much appreciated. Right.
No
I'll
worries.
just pop that in there. Here we go. Paste. There we are. And let's see what we got here.
I think Trev
That's
and I
it.
were lucky enough to be involved in this recording as well, weren't we?
Yeah. I was in
Yeah.
the video too,
Yes.
wearing a terrible wig and one of Mick's t-shirts which smelt of fish paste.
Oh, my Godfathers. It's a bit like when I was a kid. You see, my sister was very much older than me, and I had sort of how it happened as her sister sounds a bit weird, but when you're like a teething, when you're about, I don't know, 1 or 2 years old, I don't remember it, but I do remember there's this dolly thing I had, and I used to like sucking the end of it because it was had a salty taste. And I mentioned this, my sister said, yeah, that's funny. I used to do that because it had a salty taste. So I just wonder where the origins of that bleeding thing came from. So I just put you off your tea now, haven't I? So there we go. But anyway, if you could like to send that through to me, all the things about your gigs and things,
Yeah.
I'll be very happy to promote that. And also, please come on again. Thank you very much for being on here tonight. And we can play out with this, but stay on. We'll speak when we've gone off air. Okay. So,
All right.
is all right? Okay. So thank you, everyone, for being on the show. And all I've got to say is whatever happens, have a bloody good laugh and good night. And it's going to be a bit of time before I can start this off. So here we go. So we're going to go there. We go on there. Here we go.
Some of those outside are part of the far right. Some are COVID deniers. Some are vaccine deniers. And some are Tories.
Hello, good day, and welcome. Michael Manuel Chaves on the mic. Yeah. We need to talk. Here's my thoughts on men in women's sports. It's tantamount to cheating when a man gets in a boxing ring and gives a woman a beating. And there's men wearing dresses going into schools, reading stories to children. That's breaking all the rules. You must see that that's not right.
You're right, you're so right.
Yeah.
So right,
Huh?
if you say something, say, nice.
What?
You're right, you're so right.
Yeah, I am.
So right, if you say something, say, nice.
No.
To me.
To you. Lord, they've done what they do. Turns out you can fall.
Children of the revolution. Children of the revolution.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. Remember 2020, when all the hospitals were empty? We were told people were dying, and then it turns out the government were lying. And they said the only way out of this situation is with a forced vaccination. But don't take it for yourself. Take it for somebody else. That ain't right.
You're right, you're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right. We get everything you say, something to say.
Huh?
Racist, you're right, you're so right.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
You're so right. We get everything you say, something to say. Racist to me.
To you. Lord, they don't know what they do. Turns out you can fall. When I gaze into the skies, and I can't believe my eyes. They're playing noughts and crosses with a plane. And then within a few hours, it starts to rain. And it's the middle of summer. But I digress. Do you remember Agenda 2030? They're pushing fossil fuels as dirty. Yet the elites are flying around on private jets. While you and me, we struggle to pay our debts. You have to see that this just ain't right.
You're right, you're so right. You're so right. We get everything you say, something to say. Racist, you're right, you're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right. We get everything you say, something to say. Racist to me.
To you. Lord, they don't know what they do. Turns out you can fall. Protect yourselves and your family. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from this lot.
We're still live. Thank you very much for that. I forgot to mention, actually, that is brilliant. That really is. I forgot to mention, I'd like to thank Patrick, who's got us onto Soapbox Radio tonight. He's of Holy Land Radio, and he's done a brilliant job because Paul English, who normally gets me onto Soapbox Radio, is out today. Or this evening. So thanks, Patrick. Thanks, mate. You've done a brilliant job. And he's there in the background making sure everything's working well, because I'm on
Patrick.
several platforms, including Telegram. Sorry, not Telegram. What am I?
Eric.
Rumble. Yes. Hello, Patrick. Hello, mate.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. Just
We're still
reminding
live.
you, that you're still alive because Soapbox is joined with you.
Yeah.
Paul's got it set up, and I don't know if you can give him the boot, give Soapbox the boot or not from your end, but if you
I don't know.
then you can
I'll
continue speaking and not be
yeah,
online.
we can continue speaking. So we say good night to Radio Soapbox. I'll try and do that. And oh no, it says kick permanent mute. I don't want a permanent mute. I'll give it a kick. Okay.
Yeah, just kick him.
It's still there.
There you
It's
go.
gone. It's gone.
You
It's
got it,
gone.
you got it. Yeah, you're
it's
done
off. We're off now. Now we're still live. So thanks a
On
lot,
Rumble?
mate. on Rumble and the whole lot, all the platforms except for Soapbox. So we're still live. But I think, I think we're in the show now, but please keep on, obviously. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks, Patrick, mate. Done a fantastic job. And this Thursday, there's the Paul English show. It's on Paul English Live at 8 o'clock on Rumble. He's also on YouTube as well. And, of course, join us here next Sunday. And we're, what's coming on next Sunday? Next Sunday will be Alan Curtis, and David might be on as well, talking about education. And next Monday, it'll be Survival Steve. And whatever happens, and I don't know if you would like to say anything, Patrick, Dan, or Trevor, before we sign off.
Have a bloody
good
good
night.
laugh.
Yeah.
What's that?
Have a bloody good laugh.
Yeah.
Have a bloody good laugh.
Yeah,
And good
don't
night.
let the bastards get you down.
And good night.
Yeah.